can stop doing puns, it's good to have a fucking mic on. It's Late Night Special! Tonight's special guests, comedian Katie Nguyen. Proctor, he's a magician! Yeah! Musical guest, Wave Collector. Burlesque Lessons from Eva Deluscious. And your hosts, Stacey, Hallal, and Jay Flewelling.
Welcome, everybody.
Yay, welcome. Nice to see you. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out here tonight.
Yes.
Nice to see all your faces. Give it up for Bill McKinley.
Definitely. Give it up for like post-solstice, man. It's happening.
Yeah.
Summer is here.
By round of applause, who went to a solstice party last night? Okay, so there is a thing that somebody did. One of you.
I threw what I wanted to leave behind in the fire.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a solstice tradition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you do it all by yourself?
No.
All right, well, let's talk about it more in a second, but first we're going to just talk a little bit about this week in the world. For one thing, in Oregon, all 11 Republican state senators went into hiding this week to prevent the Senate from being able to pass climate change legislation.
Cowards.
I know. You can boo. Yeah. In response, Governor Kate Brown dispatched state troopers to round up the senators, which prove it is possible to get cops to go after powerful, rich white men if you really, really want to. So let's do it some more.
Way to go, Kate Brown.
Yeah.
Well, San Francisco is set to be the first major U.S. city to ban e-cigarettes. Now, many Portlanders are hoping our city will follow suit, hoping that our air will stay clean, pure, and unfettered with the smell of marijuana fumes and natural human B.O.
Portland smell.
It's organic.
It's official. O.J. Simpson is on Twitter.
Yep.
The actor turned murderer, alleged actor.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Used the platform to let people know that he is not, in fact, Khloe Kardashian's biological father.
He's not.
He did go on and get into further detail explaining that if he were her father, exactly how he would have done it.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know.
Well, a video surfaced of 3 people popping out of a sewer cover near downtown Portland. Did anybody see this video?
It's so bizarre.
One of them just stopped, dropped, and rolled despite not being on fire. Another one of them changed into a different pair of pants. And then the last one threw his shoes up in the air and walked away just shoeless. Okay, so... Man, the Ninja Turtles really went to hell after Splinter died, okay? They just took a dive into meth. Okay.
Just not the same. Dozens of residents on a small island in Norway, this is true, they've signed a petition to abolish the concept of time within their city limits.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, and the petition will be presented to city leaders just as soon as they randomly run into one on the street.
Somewhere.
Sometime.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Now this is crazy news. A Parkland shooting survivor, Kyle Kashuj, if I'm saying that right, he was denied acceptance into Harvard for using racial and anti-Semitic remarks as a high schooler. Now, damn it! Why are the racist ones always the survivors? They said that joke was too much, and I was like, I want to do it.
Exactly. It's too much for me, and I like dark. So on the record, I feel creepy on the inside.
He's like that all the time.
Yeah, Jay can't tell the difference.
No.
This week, former Vice President Joe Biden, speaking of creepy, nostalgically recalled working with segregationist senators in the late 1970s. Now, I'm not saying he's out of touch, but It did remind me of my grandma asking why we don't see movies with that nice Kevin Spacey in them anymore.
Well, a medical college in Tennessee has come under fire for accepting a grant from Juul e-cigarettes. Now, the college said, we know it looks bad, but we're doing research on douchebags. And there's no more douchebags than the company of people who smoke vapes, right?
Yeah, it's late night special.
Wow! Bill McKinley, sir. Yes.
Give it up for the specials over there playing music for you.
Yeah.
We love to call people who vape douchebags.
We do.
Every week, it's a
We
new...
are judgmental.
It's amazing how addictive they are, though, especially Juuls. I've known people who quit smoking, and they're like, now I just use the Juul constantly. Like, once they start using it, they can't stop.
I've never Juuled. I've never vaped.
I won't do it because as soon as I started smoking cigarettes, I was addicted. From the very first cigarette I ever smoked, I was like, I'm going to quit after this one. And then I was like, I'll quit after this first pack. I'll quit after 10 packs. Yeah, it was terrible.
I'll quit after this carton.
Oh, I feel creepy inside again.
Yeah, it hits close to home, close to the heart. You know, your lungs, right there.
I did quit smoking. I did quit.
Yay!
Yay! But I know if I tried that Juul, I'd be on it forever.
Back in, yeah.
What's new with you, Jay?
Oh my gosh, did anybody go to the Laurelhurst neighborhood-wide garage sale today?
What?
Insanity, and the best thing ever. I'm not even joking. 100+ garage sales just in the Laurelhurst area.
Is it at the park? Or
It's every house everywhere,
okay.
and then like too many kids selling lemonade, you know. And I didn't buy it yet. But I got so many great things, and you're just carrying it, you're just wheeling and dealing, and I just was like savagely like low bidding things and sad faces. They're like, I want to make rent, okay. And I was like, yoink, yeah.
I've never been a yard sale fan. I have to admit. I think either I like sell something to the bookstore or to the clothing store, or it goes to Goodwill, because my time standing there selling shit for 25 cents just doesn't feel well spent.
Wait, so you've never done a garage sale,
No.
but you go?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not a top or a bottom of the yard sale situation.
I mean, I respect not doing it. Like, I've never done it, and I just give it, give it away or whatever.
I just like curate that shit for me. I will pay a little more for you to have gone through it all.
Yeah.
At least just one level.
Yeah.
Like I like thrift stores and stuff.
Okay.
But
I think garage sales, estate sales, that's the cream of the crop.
so my grandmother actually, and I am like her more than any of us would like to admit, but she wasn't very nice. But she was very entrepreneurial, and my grandmother used to run a yard sale from her driveway every day. And it was like full of racks of clothes and tables. It was basically a store in the street. And she'd pull it in every night and put it out. And she got shut down by the city of Providence, Rhode Island. They were like, this is a store. And she was like, it's a yard sale. It's in my yard.
There's an exact situation on 21st and Clinton. Has anybody been fooled by that garage sale? It's just always there. And you're like, oh, I'll pop into New Seasons, then I'll go to this garage sale again? Wait, what? Yeah.
One of my secret places in Portland to send tourists to and guests to is Flutter. Has anyone been Flutter on Mississippi?
No,
okay, don't tell anyone. It's like, I always say, it's like your grandmother's attic, but like my grandmother's attic. And it's just got like boxes of old Life magazines, or like a bird bath full of old, like weird medals, like swim medals and different, it's just full of random fun stuff. Yeah, and you can just search through there for a really long time. Flutter, it's really cool. I love it.
I love any situation where you can haggle or just walk away disinterested. I just love That's like my favorite,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. And that's the other thing. Like, I grew up definitely negotiating. My father would negotiate everything. I remember one time I went to, like, Sears, and I was buying a pair of shoes, and it had been on the mannequin. So it just had tiny indents in the thing, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this was a display model. I should get 10% off.
it's in
And
your
the guy's like,
blood.
this will just come off, you know, it'll get back in a minute. And I was like, can I talk to your manager? He's like, we don't do this. Like, he was just so confused. Like, this is Sears.
Yeah.
We have corporate prices. I did get the 10% off, though, too.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Same thing.
And that's why Sears went out of business.
Probably. Those shoes I bought in 2001.
That's what did it. Not the not going online.
No?
Nope.
10%.
Stacey Hallal negotiating 10% off those $15 shoes.
Well, what's going on in the show?
We got so much fun
There's
stuff
so
today.
much
This
show.
is our last one before we take our first break since we started the
Whoa.
first week of January.
This is our 26th show, everybody.
26th show every week. And I do want to acknowledge we could not have done this show even a couple years ago. It's taken such a huge team. We have Case West, who stage manages, Anthony, who does the tech, Luke, who live streams, 2 awesome bands, Bill. It's just been awesome.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Well, we couldn't have done it without you.
You probably
Jay.
could have.
Yeah, probably. But I want to make you feel good.
Thanks.
No, it's been great. So we've got lots of special guests, but first we need to start with a very important message.
Our sponsor.
No,
Oh, wait,
this
no,
one,
no.
no. This is a public service announcement
PSA.
from one of our writers here, late night special writer, who serves also as our writing team liaison to the Department of Transportation.
The commissioner, right?
To PDOT.
Okay.
Yep, and he has some really important information. We like to teach you something here. Please welcome Carl Berger, everybody.
Thank you, Jay and Stacey. I really appreciate the time and everybody for coming out to see my rejected TED Talk. Why Razor's new seated e-scooters are a disgrace to e-scooter riders, enthusiasts, and users everywhere. Subtitle, The Downfall of American Ride-Sharing Scooter-Based Commerce in the Modern Age, by me, Carl Berger, MD, PhD from Trump University, DVD set and books on tape. Cost a lot of money, so don't laugh. You may have noticed out there that there is a new breed of e-scooter on the streets here in Portland, and I just want to let everybody know that this is not an e-scooter. I repeat, this is not an e-scooter. The Razor Scooter Company is toying with dangerous experimental science, much like Dr. Frankenstein, Josef Mengele, and Salt and Straw. I see what you're doing, Salt and Straw. Mushroom Muddy Buddies? Nobody wants that. Stop it, Salt and Straw. Stop it right now. I guess Salt and Straw fans.
Yeah, thank you. It's like apparently these people like mushroom muddy buddies.
Yeah. What the Razor Scooter Company is attempting is a mashup of already perfected modes of transportation, combining the hip youth appeal of the Razor scooter, adding the ease and comfort of the modern penny farthing, and the pure sexual energy emanating from rascal scooters. The Razor Scooter Company is like Icarus. They have flown too close to the sun, and they are now hurtling towards the earth, covered in gobs of hot, frothy wax and feathers, kind of like a video from Germany my friend once showed me. We can talk about it later.
No.
Look, the Razor... Google it.
No.
Don't Google it.
Turn off the safe search and Google it, people. The Razor Scooter Company is not the first to play at God in this way. I'd like to go over an ancient tale of the Wolpertinger. This is a mystical being from the alpine regions of Bavaria, having the head of a rabbit, the body of a squirrel, the antlers of a deer, and the wings and occasionally the legs of a pheasant. Sure, you guys can look at that and be like, wow, what an awesome creature. And even artist renditions such as this one here, a tattoo I'm hoping to get pretty soon, can make this creature look totally badass and killer. But when you try to assemble this like I did in reality, you just get this. And I would argue that mashups have never worked, ever in the past. That's girl talk, if you remember. And here's just a short list of mashups that have completely failed. Ring pops. Not legally binding marriage jewelry. Did you know that? I didn't until I took that picture. Cat dog. I mean, how does this poor tortured creature even urinate? When you put together John Travolta's teenage sexual assault and dance numbers. Tell me more, tell me more. Did you get a restraining order? Look at that. And more for that matter, John Travolta and bangs. John Travolta and dreads. Whoa. And John Travolta without any hair at all. I think what I'm trying to say is that the Razor Scooter's new seated e-scooters, they're kind of like John Travolta in a way. Sure, they're all shiny and cool at first. They have sex appeal. And we've had good times, like, obviously. Oh. I get excited. I'm so passionate about the scooters. I click the button too many times. But you cannot trust a scooter or an actor who believes that humans evolved from clams. That's a real fact about John Travolta, if you didn't know that. Jay, Stacey, what I'm trying to say is if this hasn't been evidence enough for you to just be absolutely appalled by Razor's new seated e-scooters, let's just take a quick look at this tweet from a certain unnamed transportation expert from the Oregonian who gave his thoughts here after a 15-minute ride on this abomination. His thoughts are, number one, fun. What? Is that what journalism is now? Fun? That's all you can say? Well, maybe you should tell that to your journalist comrades in Kabul. Fun.
Oh, God.
2, wheels are definitely sturdier. Whole thing is heavy. Now you're just complaining to the people. You don't want to complain online. That's ridiculous. 3, much more comfortable signaling turns. Who signals turns on an e-scooter? Nerds, first of all. Number 4, I'm very tall and thought the seat was too low, but it was fine. Okay, brag, dude. We get it. You're tall. And number 5, it's more expensive. Oh, of course it's more expensive. Who do you expect? You could scoot around for free, guy? I wanted to give this reporter the benefit of the doubt. I really did. I care about journalism, and I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. It was until I noticed that his Twitter banner was a picture of people on a Segway tour. And I realized that his opinions, much like the flavors of salt and straw, are absolutely abhorrent and worthless, much like the Razor's new seated e-scooter. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Carl Berger. It was a very important message.
Important. Yeah.
Carl, I would like to recommend that you make your next TED Talk about John Travolta thinking that people evolve from clams, and maybe you'll actually not get rejected next time. How do people evolve from clams? That's all I could think about. Does he really believe it? I don't know. I'm ready for some music. A little palate cleanse from that important message.
I'm excited.
Our musical guest this evening has a wonderful habit of collecting sound waves from the world and then turning them into incredible songs and music. Please welcome to the stage, Wave Collector.
Wave Collector.
back to do some more music.
I like those glasses.
I know, right? See the whole world through there. I'm excited for our next guest. We've had a lot of cool magic on this show in these 25 past weeks, and today is no exception. We have a show coming up next week over at the Annex space. We have a second space back
Sold out,
there,
though.
but it's already sold out.
Already sold out.
But there's a July magic show called Night of Curiosities. The first one, the premiere one is Tuesday and sold out in like a matter of days.
One fart.
Yeah. And in July, it's already half sold out. So if you want to see it, you got to get your tickets now. But I'm very excited to see our very next guest. Please welcome to the stage magician Brian Proctor.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Brian Proctor. You guys doing okay? Having a good time? Raising the roof, keeping it real? I don't know any gang signs. I'm not affiliated with any gangs, but I gotta be quick. I've got a few things I want to show you, but I gotta condense it down. I'm from Gresham. Anyone else here from Gresham?
The ham.
Yeah. Little prediction here. I have a marker and I need to use you and maybe, well, who else can I have help me on this? I just need a number. Can you just pick someone on there on the front row? Just
right there.
You two discuss a number between yourselves. Any number. Just come to a quick agreement. I'll look this way.
Secretive?
Secretive. Yeah, whisper it to each other. Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. You know what? I forgot this whole prediction thing is only important if
Okay,
you
got it.
have it written down. Oh, shoot. You guys want to change your number?
No.
I'll look this way. I forgot to write it down. Okay, I got something down. I'm committed. Sorry, I apologize. That's just a habit. Do you know each other?
No.
Okay, maybe after. Jay,
Yes.
you have the number committed to your mind.
Yes,
What
I do.
have you guys agreed on?
Number 14.
This is not going to work out, is it? Okay. Quickly, get another number. That was quick. That was way too quick. Okay. Jay, was your number 687?
No.
My first prediction was no as well. Also would have gone with, let's see, yes.
Okay.
And just in case, maybe, so, whatever. Okay, we're gonna try something really cool here. I'm not a real magician. I'm just a guy from Gresham that does really cool, fun stuff. My kids are watching, so I got to do some of this stuff too, right? Ava, Olivia, how you doing? Raise the roof, keep it real. They're 8 and 6, so watch this. Ooh. Hold on. Let's try this. That's not what I really wanted to show you. Here's what I really want to show you. I need to borrow a bill from somebody. Does anyone here happen to have $100 that we can write on? Cool. All right. Does anyone? Sir, you happen to have anything? Just for the love of God, do you have anything? What do you have, sir? 20? That'll work. Get up here. Get up here, sir. Look at this. Look at this. Thank you, sir. Can you write on it? Here, go ahead and write on that. Be careful. This thing smells great. Write your name on there. If you don't want to deface it, you can write your name on the back. Oh, sorry. You ready? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
See Nate's name on there? Mm-hmm. Nate, how you doing? I want to show you guys something kind of cool, okay? If this doesn't work out, Nate, you lose out on $20 and you can have a marker, okay? You can keep the marker. Check this out. Watch. I'll go quickly. Nothing here, not much up here. Make sure that my hands never leave the wrist. I'm going to show you how to change this into 100. Is that cool? That'd be a cool trick, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Not even her money. There we go. I know, right? The silence. I can tell. You guys are shocked. 100 pesos. Thank you. Sorry about your 10. Bummer. You guys want to see that again? Who wants to see that again? Yeah! I'm going to show you guys a really, really cool trick. This is how you get your 5 back, okay, Nate? He's all nervous. He's kind of pissed. Oh, you know what? Before I do this, I'm kind of thirsty. Got the bright sunlight in my face. I'll show you guys something kind of cool that... Abracadabra. Woo! Drink up, this gets better, okay? Shazam! And it comes right back. Isn't that kind of cool? No? You're not buying this, are you? Here we go. Watch it. Ooh. Take that. Oh, wait. It's for those skeptics out there. Obey your thirst. You want to get paid for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That'd
just
be
checking.
great.
Hi. All right, Nate, you loan me a $1 bill, you wrote your name on it, I'm going to show you how to get it back, okay? 20. Is it 20? I'm just doing this for fun. Watch. Little baseball. I don't know if you guys can see. This is going to be terrible for you guys, but watch it when you get home on the replay, okay? Little baseball, Japanese regulation, little marker. This is my magic wand. Watch the ball. Hey! Jay, catch.
Okay.
You're good. Now keep your eyes on the ball, okay? Ooh. Watch, I'll do that again. I know you guys are loving this crap. You see that go?
Oh.
Under the cup? Sorry. Forgot to snap.
Ooh. Wow.
I know, right? You guys see the hole in the cup? Explain this then. It's a little delay, but it goes through. Watch, I'll place the ball down here. Jay, you tell me, where's the ball? I'll give you a hint.
Oh. It's magic.
Yes. It's not good magic, but it's magic. Watch. I'll place the ball down here. Jay, you tell me, where's the ball?
It's under the cup.
Oh, that's a line.
Dang it!
Woo! Check this out. Did you guys see me sneak the ball back under the cup? You should have seen me. Did you see it? That thing is freaking huge. Oh. Okay. What's really cool? Check this out, Jay. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Hopefully this works. Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Jay, pick one. This one or that one. Your choice.
That one.
Which one?
That one.
That one. Are you sure? You don't want to change your mind?
No.
Bummer. Is anyone here from Gresham? I need to borrow a knife. Something sharp. I'm teasing. This is a Gresham credit card. This is how you get your dollar back, okay? I know it was a 20. Calm down. Here we go. Watch. This is so stupid, right? Watch. Oh my God! Sarah, if you want your money back, come here and get it. Here. Take that out. I don't want to touch it. Anybody crown oil? Open that up. Make sure it's got your name written on it, Sarah, because if it doesn't, that's a terrible trick. Guys, give him a hand. Thank you so much. Hey, look, that's what I do. Ryan Proctor! Excellent.
Come on, give it up real loud for us. That's a lot of magic. Come have a seat. Come join us, Brian.
Oh, a nickel.
What'd you find now?
Oh, a nickel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
You're stealing from a nonprofit. Every
Put that
5
nickel
cents.
back.
Every 5 cents counts. How are you?
Good. This is relaxed.
You feel comfortable?
I feel like...
It's a little deep. We
good
need like
Lord.
a little cushion on there or something. I say it
go.
every week. I'm doing good.
Ruffles?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Thanks so much for sharing your magic and
Yeah, thank you.
how long you been doing magic?
Go 10 minutes? Since I was 17, I was a littler guy.
Uh-huh.
Right out of high school, I used to skip a lot of classes and go downtown and learn and perform, and it was great.
Where did you learn?
Yeah.
There was a place called Callan's Magic. It used to be downtown Portland on 10th, I think, in Washington. There's also, currently there's a place called All American Magic at the Mall 205. And they put shows on, I think, once in a while, every month or so, twice a month. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff going on.
But it's been kind of thin in terms of availability and accessibility of magic. Like I bought some tricks probably like 8 years ago. For I was doing a show I wanted to end with some magic. And I went to a shop that I found on the internet that was in a guy's garage out in the
That was it, Dave's?
I think it was.
Yes.
I think it was.
Yes, Dave's a very good friend of mine. He just recently closed his.
It was a lot like my grandmother's thrift shop, and I just realized.
He moved into a retail storefront on Main Street in downtown Vancouver. But recently, I mean, him and his wife are teachers, so they are focused on that, and they just recently closed about 2 or 3 weeks ago after about 10 years of being in business. So.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, they're awesome, and I'm sad, but hey, I'm still doing trickery stuff.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to learn if you don't have a place to go
Yeah,
and people
I mean,
to learn from,
a lot
right?
of people go online now, which is, it's easy, it's fun. Not a lot of people go into shops anymore, which is unfortunate, but there's always the library. You know, that's when I was very little, like 5, 6, I would go to the library. My mom, she'd help me check out books. I would learn various tricks and.
Library. What is this thing you call a library?
It was one of those things that had like a bunch of paper put together.
Yeah, okay, great.
I never learned any of that stuff. I just looked at the pictures and thought, oh, this is cool, and I would try it and nothing would work. So
well, I imagine it's hard to learn. I used to do origami from books that were in Japanese, like before origami became more popular.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really hard. It's hard to figure out spatial things from a two-dimensional
It is. It's very.
medium.
And when I'm reading or looking up magic, it is kind of like very, very. What is it? It's like reading a math book, or it's just
Dry.
Dry. No colorful pictures.
Yeah. But it feels like magic's having like a big resurgence.
I think it is, and I would think that gentleman over there in the dark who is holding onto a wet $20 bill.
Yes, Nate.
Nate is a great guy, and he contacted me to be a part of a show that's going to start on Tuesday. It's the very first one on. It's called the Night of Curiosities.
Yeah.
Over there in the annex across the hall.
Yeah.
And that thing
We're
sold out
excited.
quick.
It did, because I think people want some cool magic. I think, I think it's diversified. It's not just people have an idea. The same way that people don't really know what improv is, and they always think it's stand-up. I think magic thinks that people think it's one certain thing.
There's so many genres, more than I can count on my fingers.
Have you been to the Magic Castle in LA?
No, I drove by it when I was about 10.
If you don't know, there's a castle
It does count. I
in
saw
LA.
it from my backseat window.
Jay's been there.
I have been
It's great. And there's a gentleman who's going to be here Tuesday with me, Jonathan Molo. He performs now and then at the Magic Castle. He was actually, I think, posting that he was there tonight or something like that.
So it's a castle where there's magicians all over the castle, right?
It's just
and
a
then you
great big mansion that they converted into just an amazing
venue
showplace,
for
which
magic.
is kind of like what the annex reminds me of, is like theater seating where you're looking down, you can see the performer down there, but from wherever you're sitting, you can see great magic, and you're not being blocked. But it has this intimate feel in there for comedy or magic or.
And you can only go by
whatever.
invitation, supposedly, right? That's.
Oh, at the castle.
Yes.
Yes, I believe you have to be invited.
This one you can buy tickets online.
I was like,
Just
nobody
so you
invited
know,
me to be in the annex, so I don't know how I'm going to do this.
It would do well in Portland to have an invite-only thing, because everyone would be like, "What? I gotta get in there.
What's the
I don't care what it is. I like to stand in line for stuff.
Yeah, I know,
live in
right?
Portland.
I do that when there's candy for sale.
Yeah, mushroom ice cream.
What?
Jay, do you still have to pay for the Magic Castle?
Yeah, you pay for
Yes.
the ticket. Yeah, it's very expensive. Yeah.
So it's invite only, but you still
you
pay to
still
get
pay,
in.
yeah.
Membership is.
And you have to dress nicely.
Dress code. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's
I
classy.
would fit
Magic
in there,
is
but
classy.
there's the two guys that are going to be with me. Brandon Lawrence, he's an award-winning magician here in Portland.
He performed last week.
Yes, he was here last week.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I love that skating back and forth. That guy is
Yeah.
amazing. I was like, wait, what? And then Jonathan Molo, I believe he's an award-winning guy who's also performing at the Magic Castle. I'm probably the only guy in the show lineup that is not award-winning.
Well, but that's not
But
what
wait,
I heard.
But wait.
I have heard that you actually have won an award, and I happen to get my hands on your award.
What?
This?
Boom!
Yeah.
What the world is
I
that?
have heard that this might be yours. I think your wife was the one who wanted to make sure that I showed it here today. But yeah.
Heavyweight champion.
Do you want to tell
of
everybody the
magic.
story of how you got this award?
Yes, I kicked someone's ass. No. I just told a buddy of mine, you know what, it would piss my wife off if I brought this with me and somehow fit it into the show.
And you bought it yourself.
Oh, I bought this thing. I've never won a magic award. This is a replica I bought from a buddy of mine in China. So this thing is heavy.
It's really heavy.
I do want it.
I do.
You will have to beat me for it. So.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool
It
to
is
buy
pretty
yourself
epic,
a
yeah.
thing that I have to
Yeah, right?
admit, I felt great holding it up.
When
Just
I feel sad about myself, I just look at this on the wall and go, that's mine right there.
That's magic.
Yes.
That's magic. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Let's have another round
Thank
of
you very
applause.
much.
Go buy a ticket to that live show. You're gonna want to see it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad that magic's coming back, or like it's finding a home here at the Annex and in Portland.
Me too, and everywhere, like all the different styles, like people are incorporating a lot of projections with it, and
Yeah.
more characters. Have you seen the little haunted girl who does magic? Or she looks
Yeah.
like a little like she's from The
It's like-
Shining, and she kind of does that
It's like
weird
America's
switch.
Got Talent or Britain's
Yeah,
Got
she was-
Talent or something. Yeah.
She was on that. She was on also the Penn and Teller show where they try to figure out what you're doing, and
yeah.
she thoroughly creeped them out as well.
Good.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So we have another important word from our sponsor that we need to take a moment for. None of this would be possible without our generous
keeping the lights
sponsors.
on. Keeping the lights on.
And this week we have a sponsorship from Portland Laugh Festival.
Portland Laugh Festival.
Portland Laugh Festival. Give it up for Machiavelli, everybody. Machiavelli.
Hi. Hi. I'm Machiavelli. Just one name. Catchy, right? I chose to do that, and it's not because my parents said I was embarrassing them. Guess where I'm from? Los Angeles, California.
Boo.
Sexy, right? The city where dreams are made. Where Men in Black International came from, and Mel Gibson. Am I right? Up top. Come on, come on. Yeah, you get it. Ask yourself this. Do you miss the 1980s? Do you miss white men standing in front of a brick wall telling jokes? Do you miss people who start jokes with, have you ever noticed? And then end them with, what's up with that? Well, have I got something for you? I'm coming to your town for the Aspen, I'm sorry, next one. That's it, Portland Laugh Festival. Neat logo, right? I paid someone $10 on Etsy for that. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Machiavelli, we're all a bunch of hippie rubes up here. Well, what do you know about Portland, Oregon? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I've seen almost 4 full episodes of Portlandia before my friend changed his Netflix password. And by friend, I mean my friend, Michael Madsen, from Reservoir Dogs, changed his Netflix password. You impressed yet? You should be. Up top! Yeah! I'm bringing a whole bunch of comics who you either haven't heard of or thought were dead. Hermetically sealed like it's 1988. You want jokes about airline food? We got them. Jokes about wives? Those too. Jokes about people who aren't white men act differently than white men? Oh yeah, we got it. I may even talk about my penis. It's gonna be just like any other comedy night in any strip mall in America. You're welcome, am I right? Hey, and because I'm so generous, I'm gonna give you a chance to join in the fun. For the low, low price of just $50, you could win a comedy contest to give you the chance to work for me, Machiavelli, friend to Michael Madsen from Kill Bill, for a full year. That's right, you get to be represented by me, an elite talent scout who manages the comedy career of Ron Jeremy. When he's scheduled to do 5, it always runs to 9 3/4. Am I right? Up top, yeah! The winner also gets a gig at the glamorous Pechanga Casino in beautiful Temecula, California. Now that's very close. It's only 1,050 miles away. You're gonna get 15 full minutes in a casino while retirees ignore you and spend all of their savings on slot machines. Now, hey, this festival was originally gonna be at the Red Lion at the airport, but they canceled on me. So I said, you know what, Machiavelli? Let's put it close to a comedy club. And Harvey's was as close to a comedy club as I could get. Now, I've never seen it, but they say it's downtown, so it must be swanky. So come on out and see the Portland Laugh Festival. It's not like this city has anything else to do on the weekend. Am I right? Up top! That's okay, you can leave me hanging. I get it. I'm from LA. Fuck all of you.
Machiavelli, everybody! Machiavelli!
He knows us.
He does.
Wow.
You know, there were some people who said, don't accept that sponsorship, Stacey.
Who was that asshole?
And I want the women at this table to know that just like this guy, you don't have to high-five a douchebag. You can leave him hanging. She like high-fived him and was going like, ugh.
I don't
The whole
want to
time, I
do
don't want to touch you. Oh, yeah, well, I'm not going to miss out on that fun time.
No.
All right, speaking of comedy, Are you ready
I'm
for
ready.
some stand-up comedy,
Stand-up
everybody?
comedy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is a very special stand-up.
This is a very special stand-up.
This was the first stand-up for our first late night special. We were so honored to have her be our first stand-up. And right as we're going to break, she's coming back around.
And we're so excited to have her. Please welcome to the stage, Katie Nguyen.
Yeah! I love you!
All right, how you doing? In my day job, I work with kids, and I think a lot about the advice we give to kids and how most of the time it's way easier said than done, right? Like, for example, if a kid's being made fun of, all we say is, you know what? You just say, I am rubber and you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me, it sticks to you. In my experience, it's been a lot more like, I am Tupperware and you are tomato sauce. Whatever you say becomes a part of me and ruins me forever. It's okay. It's okay. Something kind of personal about me is the fact that I am a very, very sweaty and oily person. Yeah, so very sweaty and oily. And I spend a lot of time and energy trying to not look so sweaty and oily. Like a lot, like so much. You know, the media just tries to make you want what you don't have, right? Like if you have curly hair, you want straight hair. If you want skin tone, you know their skin tone. Well, I found out that there's this look being marketed by cosmetics companies, and you may have seen this, and it is called looking dewy. Have you seen this? This is a thing. If you're unfamiliar, looking dewy is essentially looking kind of sweaty and oily. Yeah, which is great for me. But just got me thinking, though, you know, because there's a lot of beauty standards that I think I understand, right, and the implications they might have if you see them. For example, if a woman's wearing high heels, her legs will look elongated. You might be like, oh, maybe she's like a dancer or something. You know, she's like really flexible. You know, like in bed. Right? Or she's got like the smoky eye look going on. You might be like, oh, maybe she's like exotic or something. You know, she's like extra sensual. You know, like in bed. Right? But if she's looking dewy, that one's just gonna only be like, oh, maybe she like passed out on the lawn last night. In bed? So what? I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense. Like every time you talk about beauty standards, every time they come up, you realize they're bullshit, right? Like you think about any one beauty standard for long enough, you're like, why were you attracted to this? Makes no sense. For example, I don't understand why if you have hair on your head, it's like sexy, right? But if you have like hair like on your feet, it's like not, right? Like it's the same stuff, like on the same body, right? It's just like moved, right? Or if you have like dimples on your cheeks, it's like cute, right? But if you have like dimples on like your cheeks, it's not, right? Or it's like, which cheeks? Which one? Or if like you have the face on the front of your head, it's like okay and normal, right? But if it's on the back of your head, it's like freaky and demonic. Stupid. We need more representation. That's the problem. That's the main problem. There's this other newer beauty standard. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's very famous. It's called the thigh gap. Have you heard of this? The thigh gap. It's got its own Wikipedia page. Yeah, which makes it more successful than any of us. If you're unfamiliar with the thigh gap, it's this thing where basically like if you put your feet together and you have a hole right here, that's supposed to be really hot. Right there, you got a hole there, you're hot, them's the rules, right there, hot hole. There it is, it's looking at you. It's like the Mona Lisa, like follows you around the room, like, is it looking at me? It's a thigh gap. I like how I look. I don't have a thigh gap though. As you can see, I like how I look though, don't worry. I don't have a thigh gap, but I do have several mysterious dents in my skull. So it's kind of like the same thing, right? Thigh gap, skull dent, thigh gap, skull dent. Just missing flesh where there normally is some. Feels real good. Feels real good. Have you ever held a Smarties candy between your thumb and index finger just because it feels perfect? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Clap your hands if you've ever done that. What, Lewis? What? This is a building community. That's what we're doing. And how does it feel like all of our fingers? What the fuck? You ever think about that? Doesn't make sense. I heard these two pop songs on the radio recently. They're entirely different songs, but I find the lyrics interesting in the same way. This first song is by this woman. She's repeating over and over again throughout the entire song. She's singing, she's going, I'm a cool girl, I'm a cool girl. I was like, sure. Sure. It's a good song. It's creative. But then I heard this other song by Rihanna that got really famous, and I'm sure many have heard it, and she's repeating over and over again through the entire song. She's singing, she's going, sex with me is so amazing. I was like, I didn't know we could do that. Right? Like, I had no idea. We could just write and sing songs simply of what we want other people to think about us and make like a ton of money off of it. Yeah, and I've been thinking about it a lot. I've developed some new career goals. I've been working really hard. And I've written a bunch of songs. And I think I might actually be kind of good at it. I actually have a few songs I'd like to share with you tonight, if that's cool. Okay. Good. Like, I just need like 100% honest feedback, okay? Because I really think this could be a new path for me. Okay. So the first song I wrote, it goes like this. Look at me, I'm 6 feet tall. Look at me, I'm 6 feet tall. Look at me, I can see the top of the fridge. I totally know what's up there. So just one song I wrote. This other song's kind of more of like a club, kind of dance beat. Some of you might enjoy this more. And it goes like this. I never ever eat food off the floor. Never ever eat food off the floor. I never ever eat food off the floor. Never ever eat food off the floor. Never ever. Like I said, I think I might be kind of good at this. I actually have another song. I know, I'm like a factory. And this song's actually really personal, so it's kind of hard for me to write it, and I hope you can appreciate it. And it goes like this. I totally don't still think about that time in 5th grade when my crush Ben Grady said I had a mustache. I totally don't think about time in 5th grade when my that song's called Fuck You, Ben Grady. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Fuck you, Ben Grady.
Katie Nguyen! I hate Ben Grady.
I know, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
You know, we all have our memories. The time that I kicked Mike McKinnon for calling me Thunder Thighs, and he was doubled over after recess. And like all the way, and we looked out the window, he was still doubled over. That's what you get, Mike McKinnon.
Yeah.
We're friends on Facebook now.
I mean, let's be real, he had it coming, right? Yeah.
We both learned lessons that day.
You learned about your leg strength.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I punched somebody in the stomach right before Spanish class for calling me a faggot.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's good.
And I don't feel bad.
I would love to bring out our next guest. You may have seen him earlier playing some music out here as Wave Collector, but I have some questions about the collecting of those waves. So let's bring out to the stage Neil Wright.
Yeah!
Have a seat, Neil.
Hello. Testing. Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow. I'm just taking in the experience of having a conversation with someone with eyes like that. Eventually, we'll all be wearing those things, right?
Yep,
Living in a
yep.
virtual world.
Did you make them yourself?
No, actually, I dropped one of my contacts early, and so I had to wear my backup glasses. Yeah.
Zinger!
I moonlight as a comedian.
You're killing it.
Thanks.
So, how long have you been collecting sound?
I think it's been about 3.5 years or something like that, you know? And I started just recording this. I had a tape machine, which is a thing you record sounds on, but actually was recording the tape machine itself because it was so interesting sounding. And that was kind of the basis for the first song. And from there on, I just started recording all kinds of weird sounds and using them in songs.
So what were some of the sounds that inspired the first song you played?
Amanda over here, her husband Victor runs a studio, and I went in there and I was like, let's just record some really weird sounds. So we actually took a mic and we attached it to a bungee, like a little bungee cord, and swung it around in a circle, and I played a melodica. That's sort of the main meat of that song.
Wow.
And he has a little propane heater that makes this weird squeak noise when it starts up. So there was a lot of sounds from his studio.
Amazing. And then have you brought some in from just nature, like wild found sounds?
Yeah, you know, I've taken some when I've gone hiking or when I, you know, go visit my family. So I have some of them just shouting inane things in the background.
We're
That's
not
amazing.
proud of you.
Yeah, I left that one
Turn
out.
off that fucking recorder.
Get
It's
a
holiday.
Right. So you got to be careful when you're hanging out with the wave collector.
Yeah.
You know, you can't say anything incriminating.
It's true. I mean, I think about it in like film shoots and stuff. Those audio guys, when people are mic'd all day and then they forget their mic, they have to hear surprising things.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever recorded something that somebody would not want you to have?
I mean, I'm sure I have. Nothing, you know, jumps out at me. I've never heard anything that was like, yes, I murdered him with the, you know, billiard ball. I don't know.
What about any farts?
You know, I'm actually severely lacking in fart samples.
Get on it.
Well, we have a bunch
Yeah.
here, so we can share those with you.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody knows this, but Curious Comedy, all the fart sounds we used in our comedy were recorded by Anthony of himself. They're all Anthony's
Oh,
farts.
that's it.
And they're all from...
It's the region's largest collection of fart and fart sounds.
Yeah. He has a wide variety. Well, would you like to step back
Yeah,
up
sure,
and
I'll
play us
play one
another
Wave Collector.
Wave Collector? I was distracted by the fact that during that I realized, is it possible to go backwards and put his photo up again, Anthony, or is it too hard? And I realized he looks like Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
If Ben Stiller were to do electronic
There's also
ambient music.
There's a little of like Tom Cruise in Minority Report.
Yeah.
I just thought this is a movie we could make called Wave Collector.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole different
About
thing.
future murders.
The
Yeah.
Wave Collector.
Exactly.
What does he know? What has he collected about your secrets?
Okay.
So yeah, something like that.
The movie just started right now.
I need a spec script by next week.
I'm on it. All right,
next?
we are at our last guest of our last show before our break. We're going to do two things. We need to first bring back out Katie Nguyen to help us.
Katie Nguyen.
Katie Nguyen.
Come on up here.
Bill McKinley, we need you as well for this. And our next guest is a burlesque performer, instructor, and MC, also known as the High Priestess of Tease.
Oh.
Yeah. She's the creative director and producer of Showgirl Temple and Vanity's Vaudeville Vixens. Please welcome Eva Deluscious.
Hello. How are you doing? It's late. It's Saturday night. You've just been listening to ambient music. Let's get you moving a little, shall we? Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Stacey said I'm an MC. I feed off applause, and dinner was a long time ago. So we're gonna do a burlesque lesson, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we have some costumes. Oh, looks like we need to clear space.
Yes.
You want to come out, take your stage, because that's an important part of burlesque is owning your space, right? You're gonna take up a lot of space and be big and bold and beautiful. And I think your costumes are coming. I brought you all some costumes. I feel like pink is all of your colors.
Great.
Yes, clearly. Okay, well, there we go. Can you still hear me? Do my boobs look better now? You can say yes. You couldn't see them before. Of course they look better now. Okay. All right. So, okay, great. Everyone's got a fancy boa. Sorry. Burlesque performers are cheap strippers. You've got a fancy boa, and as you're putting on your gloves, I'm going to tell you a stripper trick. You're not going to push them all the way down. Like usually you put on gloves and you're like, because you want to be able to do things. We're going to take these off, so don't do that. Yeah, you're going to leave a little tip.
Like
Just
you do it like a
little
condom.
tip.
Just
Same
a tip.
condom technique.
That's right. Good job, Stacey.
Everyone got quiet. They were like,
Did you know that?
they were all like,
Don't you do that?
supposed to leave
You all are
space
old
at the
enough to
top
know
of
that.
a condom? Okay.
Yeah, just
Go to
a
Planned
little
Parenthood,
tip.
they'll show you. Okay.
On a banana. or a real dildo if you're at one of those high-funded ones.
Yeah, go to Shebop, they'll show you on a
Shebop
real
will show
dildo.
you. Yeah,
I
okay.
love
A real
I
dildo.
want to make sure everyone can see you guys, so maybe you want to
Okay.
just like
Especially with
split the difference
this
a little.
hand gesture.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, audience, you can take this home and use this as well. I'm going to share with the fabulous performers up here and all of you and Internet Land my 3 Ps of striptease. Ooh. Good. I like it. Okay. So, the first P is present. Right? So we're drawing out the T's. In burlesque, we're drawing it out. We're going to make it happen. So we're not just going to come out and be like, meh, taking it off, right? You can get that any old place. You have to pay the fancy dollars to see this. So you're going to present, however you want to present it. You're going to let the people know, this is what's going to be happening right here. Do you see this glove? Whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, exactly. I like it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I got a little distracted, Stacey. We'll talk later. Okay, so you're presenting. And then you're going to peel the glove. So infinite ways to peel the gloves. I actually have washed all of these, so if you'd like to use your teeth, you can.
ooh, ow. I can't get it.
Uh-huh.
Can't get it.
Yeah. I feel like Jay's experienced in this. Oh yeah, you can get a little help from friends. Fabulous. Yeah. You can here if you just pull it further, more,
Yeah, that came
more,
off easy.
and then just like slide down and put it between your knees. Grab it. Yeah. Nice. All right, so now
See,
that
if you
you
thigh
have,
gap, it wouldn't work. It'd just be like.
that's right. Yeah. So it's good that you don't. So now you've taken it off. You've presented it. You've
no.
peeled it.
Can I have those back?
Oh.
Is that what you
Freebies, Stacey, freebies. You're gonna play with it. So you could drag it up your body.
I like the low.
Yeah.
I like the low drag.
Yeah, you could rub it against yourself. Yes. Yes. All right. Do you have another glove on still, or we're anxious peelers over here?
I got help.
You just keep playing. Just keep playing.
I'm very efficient.
Okay, they're gonna work on the other ones. So you're gonna present it. Yes. Peel it. It's good. It's good. It's good. Oh, I'm feeling it. Everyone's gonna come to Bill's show. Yes. All right. That is it. That
I
is
think
it.
Bill is the best of the four of us.
Bill's gonna be our new superstar
surprise.
at Vanity's Vaudeville Vixens.
The man in the Argyle vest has out-sexied all of us.
No. I know, you gotta work the vest. All right.
Stop.
I feel like stop's not the safe word.
Stop.
Oh, okay. So, you'll play. Yes,
Yay.
audience. And did you want to learn a couple actual burlesque moves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll take those home.
Wait, there was peel and play.
Present.
Oh, present.
Oh,
Yeah,
present,
yeah,
Yes,
play.
that's right.
That's right. I
Stacey.
just sped through.
Yeah, you just sped through it. Don't
Peel.
speed through striptease. You gotta make it last.
All right.
Right? That's why it's the tease. Okay, so first, come a little closer. We're gonna have a nice showgirl posture, right? You can't stand all slumpy. Yes, gorgeous. Oh, I love
you.
you've got the bevel.
Thank you.
Very nice. Showgirl bevel, Jay. So really, we're just gonna kind of stack our joints right now. I like to keep my legs closer together because then when I spread, I'm surprised. Just kidding. It makes you curvy. It just makes you curvy, and I like curves. All right, so bend your knees a little bit. Yeah, and you might want to face the audience
Okay.
directly
I
because then
just-
they'll
I just
see it
like
more.
that.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to bend our knees, and this is our bump because I don't know if anybody knows burlesque history. You know, it's a common thing. It's called the old bump and grind. It's one way of calling burlesque. So we're going to do the bump. So bent knees. I'm going to step a little forward so you can see. You guys get my ass tonight. Lucky you. And you're going to bend your knees. Yeah. So that your hips go side to side. Oh, yeah. Nice. And if you want to give it like a little grab your ass cheek. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the audience can cheer for you. Good, yes, I like it. Okay, so that's the bump. Now
What
you
if
need
I
a
go
grind.
real low and then do it? Like you
Yeah,
can't
do it.
Like there's
Let's
nowhere
see.
to go.
Let's see. I do this. I slide my foot
Oh, this
back.
way. Oh,
Yeah.
that's how you go.
But then
low.
you got to use your side muscles, your
Got it.
obliques.
Your obliques.
That's the advanced class. Okay. So, so the next thing is the grind, right? Because you got to be able to mush it around, right? You can bump it, but you got to be able to mush it around afterward. It's kind of like aftercare. So, all right. So you're gonna pull your abs forward, and you're gonna bump to the side. You're just gonna come straight through the middle. You're gonna bump to the other side. Abs come forward. Ass is not involved. Ass stays nice and loose. It's important later. Keep going around. Keep going around. Okay, Jay's definitely got it. It's like, Stacey, if you had like a spoon in your vagina and you were stirring a pot.
Oh, let me remember the last time I had a spoon in my vagina. And then okay.
Just
Okay.
visualize
Oh, it
that.
makes
You got
total
it.
sense
Yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah. So, if your boa's in the way, go ahead and like pull your boa down so everybody can see your grind. Yes. Woo! All right. I'd like you to all meet my new chorus line. They'll be debuting next Saturday at Vanity's Vaudeville Vixens.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. You got the bump and the grind.
Yay! Thank you, Eva. I love this. for Bill and Katie, and they're amazing. Why don't you go get ready?
I'm gonna go get ready.
Perform. And speaking of next Saturday, right here in place this time on Saturday, instead of late night special, every fifth Saturday, Vanity's Vaudeville Vixens, they come, they take over the whole space.
It's amazing.
It's an incredible, interactive, immersive experience.
Yeah, you're invited to dress up in the era.
And it's all inspired by the history of Portland's sort of underground culture. So you'll learn some stuff. You'll see some sexy stuff. You'll get turned on. Your brain will get turned on, and your genitals will get turned on. So there you go.
Well, much like the Magic Castle, where it's a participation event for the audience, a dress code. You're encouraged to come and to dress up in the period. And
that's right. It's not required, though.
Not
but
required.
It is,
not required.
Absolutely. So she's going to come back and do a little bit for you. But first, I just want to thank all the staff, our musicians, bar staff, door staff, Bill, all the guests we've had,
all
Lance
the writers.
Collector, all the writers, and everybody's made this first 26 shows so much fun. I'll come back and say goodnight. But please first welcome to the stage, Eva Deluscious.
Yeah!